I want to introduce you to a member of the ICSU. Now, ICSU is the International Council of Science, and we, the ISA, is a member of ICSU. We are a member of ICSU, one of the few social science associations that are a member. Most of them are natural sciences. We are part of ICSU because ICSU has a very important project under the previous and under the present president of actually tackling the question of climate change. And I've asked Dov JARON to come and give us 3-4 minutes to tell us about ICSU.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak to you today. We, members of the executive board, of which I am one, make presentations to the various unions that are members of ICSU in order to increase knowledge of what ICSU does and increase collaboration between ICSU and members of the unions. So the International Council for Science, the motto of ICSU is strengthening international science for the benefit of society. I'm especially pleased to be here today because I think that major challenges, major global challenges that we face today require that social sciences have close involvement with the solution of those problems. What is ICSU? It was founded in 1931. It's a member organization. It has 121 national members, 31 international scientific unions, of which you are one, and 22 international scientific associates. There are also 3 regional offices, one in Africa, one in Asia, and one in South America. There are many interdisciplinary programs. Everything that ICSU does requires interdisciplinary or multidisciplinary participation. These are a few examples of what those programs are. ICSU has limited finances, but it has a breadth of the number of scientists who participate in ICSU programs from all over the world. The strategic themes of ICSU, first of all, research, excellent international interdisciplinary research, science for policy. It's not enough to do research by itself. It's essential that the research has implication to policy. And finally, universality of science, promote freedom and responsibility of scientists. There are 3 major programs that ICSU has launched, and each one of those programs has already participation by members of ISA. Integrated research on disaster risk, or IRDR, Future Earth, which is a very, very major program, and urban health and well-being systems analysis approach. Future Earth evolved from many programs that was initiated during the years on global environmental change, and finally in 2012 it was merged into a global sustainability program, or Future Earth. Those are the program which was actually led by ICSU. It is intended to answer some fundamental questions: how and why the global environment is changing, what are the implications to human development, how can we implement transformations to global sustainability, and the main focus is integrating different disciplines, and there must be partnership between researchers, funders, policy makers, and users. There are 18 people on the scientific committee, and social sciences are represented by representatives on that committee. The secretariat was just announced last week. It's going to be a distributed secretariat, 5 global hubs in Canada, France, Japan, Sweden, and the United States, and they are also complemented by regional hubs. Health and well-being in the changing urban environment, a systems analysis approach is another major program that ICSU initiated very recently, launched very recently. This is a list of some of the program vision. Again, it has to be policy-relevant knowledge, not just doing research in health. All project must use systems analysis because the parameters, the factors which are involved in health are very complex, and it's not intended for diagnostic or treatment of disease, but rather for population health, prevention, and promotion. And again, decision makers must be involved in all those programs. Integrated research on disaster risk is another major program, and the major issue with this program is, although we know that there are hazards, we want to make sure they do not become disasters. So, what is the participation of social sciences? First of all, ICSU worked very closely with international, with ICSU, have been working very closely. It led the initial design phase of Future Earth. It participated in the planning of the Science Forum during Rio Plus 20, and it's a member of the Implementation Manager Project Board for Future Earth. ISC, as a union, is represented on the Committee of Scientific Planning and Review of ICSU, which is one of the major advisory committees to the Executive Board. It's represented on the Nominating Committee. It is represented on IRDR Science Committee and on Urban Health Science Committee. And what I would like to see is increased participation, but by members of your union in ICSU programs, because, as I said before, social sciences is becoming essential to the solution of major global problems. Now, I'll be around here if you want to talk to me. I had very little time to make a presentation, but I hope I made it more or less. So I'd like to thank you again. And here is the website for ICSU, icsu.org. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry it was so short. Yes, thank you very much. These are very important projects, and indeed interdisciplinary work is going to have to be at the center of these projects.